Hello, this is Bold Mind Edinburgh. Welcome to my LS this afternoon or this morning or evening, depending on your time. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Before I'll start, I would like to share my link out so that other people can participate. I'll share my link out before other people can participate. One minute, I want to share the link out, please. I want to share my link out so that you can see it wherever you are and participate, because we'll be having an interesting topic. So everybody needs to be on board. Everybody needs to be on board. Just give me 1 minute, friends. Let me share the link out so that we can all participate, because it's a very interesting and important topic. So all of us need to be on board. Hello, I can see some people jumping in. Thank you, Paige, for coming on board. Thank you, King Beast, for coming on board. Thank you, Friday Charity, for coming on board. Please just give me 1 more minute so that I can share the link to friends and family, so that all of us will participate on the very important topic. I hope I've put my number that you can call me in on the screen. One minute, please. Okay, my friends, thank you for coming on board. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Talk with Nancy. Thank you, Lovette. Thank you. The topic today is, what is postnatal depression and how do Africans view it? I want us to discuss it because so many Africans don't believe that African can be depressed or have postnatal depression. So many of them don't even know what postnatal depression is all about. So that is why I choose this topic, so that we can enlighten those who do not know what postnatal depression is, what are the symptoms, what are the signs, and what can we do to help people that are passing through that postnatal depression. So if you have a view, you can go on and give me your view so that we can discuss it together. I'm sorry if I'm still putting eyes on my phone. I'm trying to share the link because this is an important discussion that everybody, we need to create awareness, because so many people are passing through hell in so many parts of African country. So many of them, there's a video that is going viral now on Facebook. A woman who I think is passing through postnatal depression but was mistaken to be a witch. And so many people has already condemned her to die. So that is why I choose that topic, so that we, as much as we that can come into this live stream, will get the understanding of what postnatal depression is all about and educate others to save lives. Yes, host, I've seen it on your channel. Oh, you've seen it on my channel. Oh, thank you for being on my channel. Thank you very much for being there to see it. Success Joy said hi. Hi, Success. Welcome on board. Thank you for coming. Talk with Nancy said, yes, I saw it on your channel. It's real issue. Yes, it is, and it's a very big issue. That is the few that we have seen. So many of them has been passing through stress. So many has even died. So many has been condemned and killed not knowing that they are really ill. So that is why I choose to discuss this topic so that we can create awareness. My moderator, 1 minute, please. Please, if you're coming in, can you give me your thumbs up, please? If you're coming in, okay, you can call. Can you see my number? If you can see my number on the notification board, you can give me a thumb. You can say yes, so that I know my number is showing clearly on the screen, so that you can call and make your own contribution. For the interest of people who don't know what postnatal depression is, postnatal depression is one part of mental health illness that affects newly mothers who just gave birth. It makes them to feel so moody. Maybe somebody who has been very, very active, somebody who is sociable, somebody who goes to party, who associates with others freely, somebody who is friendly, who takes care of herself, her personal care. I mean, that is taking care of herself by bathing, dressing very well, grooming, taking care of her children, her family. And all of a sudden, after giving birth or after miscarriage, the woman starts behaving, I wouldn't use the word abnormal, because abnormal is not a good language. Start behaving as no longer the way she behaves. Maybe if it's a friendly person, the person start becoming so aggressive. Little thing will get the person upset. The person will be very angry, to the extent the person might want to kill herself or kill her baby. At times the person will be unkept, wouldn't want to have a shower anymore. These are the signs of postnatal depression. And now, if it happens in Africa, Africans don't think it's postnatal depression. Some of them call that person is a witch. The person is a witch, that the person wants to eat up her child that has given birth to. So now, is that person really witch? So what can we do to help people in Africa? Let me read some comment that's coming in here. Veno is here. Veno, welcome on board. Thank you for coming. Veno said, exactly. If you don't know about it, you wouldn't have been able to help my wife. Okay, you see? So many people don't know about this, that this is a terrible illness that affects newly mothers. You know, it affects them. You see them, what they are able to do before, they will no longer be able to do it. And so many people stamps it to become a witch. So we need to create that awareness to people in back home, especially Africans, to really know that this thing is not witch. It is not associated with any form of spiritism. It is a sickness. Just as somebody can be ill of malaria, somebody can be ill of typhoid, somebody can be ill of cancer, somebody can be ill of any kind of sicknesses. For instance, if somebody is ill of malaria and the person's body starts feeling hot, feverish, the tongue is bitter, if it's in Africa, we know that it's a sign of fever or sign of malaria or sign of typhoid. If the people around that person do not take care of that person, maybe by taking the person to the hospital or by giving medication, what happens? The person deteriorates, and what happens? The person dies. That is exactly what happens to people who have postnatal depression. Postnatal depression is a sickness on its own. Just as you sick malaria and other diseases, it is a sickness on its own. So we should also take care of people who are passing through this illness. 1 minute, let me check if my number is on the notification box. One minute, please, let me check. Obidia said it can't wash her. Okay. Belle says yes, but I knew because I have read about the signs on internet before. Thank you very much. That is why I want us to create this awareness. Those who have known should shout out for people who don't know. We need to create this awareness, mostly in African communities. Because so many white folks, they know what postnatal depression is. And when somebody is passing through that postnatal depression, they, oh, thank Uche Awuno, how are you? It's been a while. Thanks for coming on board. Uche Awuno said, that's why I say Africans need to be educated on such illnesses so they don't end up killing women who are passing through such illness. Thank you very, very much for that comment. Because I saw this on Facebook. If you see the lady, she took her child to the bush to strangle the baby. And if you see that lady, the lady, she's not tattered. She's well looked after. Her baby also. So for her to take her baby, her loving child, to the bush to strangle her, that means that lady is sick. And so many people there, we are saying, kill her, kill her. Okay, somebody said that my channel is not okay, that it's okay, that you should go in and log back again, you will see my channel there. And my number is on the screen. For those who can't see it, is +44 744 959 1810. You can call in and give me your own opinion so that we can share opinions together. So the topic, for those of you who are coming in now, the topic is, what is postnatal depression? What are the signs, the symptoms, and why do African communities do not recognize that postnatal depression is an illness on its own? Why should African communities always attribute postnatal depression as being something associated with witchcraft or madness? So please, and what can we do to help our brothers and sisters out there? Yes, Bells, that's one of the signs. Bell says some new moms cry a lot. Any slightest provocation, they cry. That is one of the symptoms of postnatal depression. When you see a woman who cries a lot, little things makes her to start crying. My sister, it is ringing a bell that this woman is ill. She needs attention. She needs attention. She needs help. She needs to go to the hospital to meet a doctor, psychiatric doctor. You know, in Africa, whenever you mention psychiatric doctor, people think that she's mad. Psychiatric doctor is doctor that looks after you mentally. So it is not madness. So when that woman start crying in little things that make her she start crying, it is a sign that she's passing through postnatal depression, and she needs to visit the hospital. Not only visiting the hospital, she needs counseling. At times, only counseling can even better the situation. Thank you, Christina Anthony, for jumping on board. Christina Anthony says, I think the first thing is to give out questionnaire to find out the state of their mind. Without that, actually, you can't know what and how they feel. Exactly. Please, I want to know your opinion on this topic, please. What can we do to help people back home? I think my number is not on that notification box, but it's on the screen. Let me read out some of the comments that people are saying. Talk with Nancy said, oh, that is go out. Okay, she's trying to correct somebody to go out of the YouTube channel and come back again so that the link will be there. That is fine. David White, what is the solution and possible solution or drugs? Okay, David White, when you see somebody that's passing through postnatal depression, just as some of our friends here have said that one of the signs is a new crying all the time. Little provocation, they'll be crying. One other symptom is somebody being so much agitated. For no reason, the person is very, very angry. Another one is the person will start isolating isolating herself, going backwards, losing interest for what they normally like doing. They start losing interest. They start hating themselves. They start blaming themselves. They even start hating the child, the new baby that they have. If it is some that have miscarriage, they will hate themselves, they will hate their husband, they hate people around them. These are some of the signs you can see. Yes, you can control this with some medications. The person needs to go to the hospital. One caller is coming in. Can we listen to the caller and know what the caller wants to say? Contribute. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello. Do you want to put on speaker? Do you want others to hear you? We just lost the call now. Maybe the caller will call back again. Okay, as I was saying, David White, when you start seeing such signs, there is a problem. The person needs attention. Okay, a caller is coming in. Can we hear the caller now? Hello, welcome on board.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Yeah, this is David calling from Ghana.
Oh.
I'm from Nigeria.
Oh, that's nice, David. Thank you very much for calling.
So, yes, this is your particular topic on YouTube. I'm watching it right now. So that's why I said let me call and ask your question, then make some contribution. Could it be that, when we are growing up, this question is particular to my dad. I don't hide anything. I'm not afraid or I'm not shy of anything. You understand? So this is happening to my dad. When I was growing up, one day we were about to go into the farm.
I can hear you. Go on.
Hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. So we're about going to the farm, and I said the cutlass is not sharp. And my dad refused to buy a file. I said you can't clear with this kind of cutlass. You do not cut glass and the grass, and your hand will be. So my dad just picked the cutlass. I said one used to cut me to see if it will enter. My dad was chasing me around the house, so I have to jump the fence and run out. You understand?
Yeah.
So my dad easily get escalated into anger. Easily. So you can want to fight with anybody, you will not understand the way it is. So when we are growing up, we manage. So we're just looking for freedom, opportunity to leave the house, you understand, and have our own life, and never to even return once we leave. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So could it be that is that same adrenaline disorder? Because my dad can use anything to hit you, whether cutlass or if it's gone, he can shoot you.
Okay. Thank you for the question. The postnatal depression is not that one that your father is exhibiting. Postnatal depression affects women who just gave birth. It affects, yes, it is a common problem that affects more than 1 in every 10 women within a year who have given birth. Although it can also affect fathers and parents. It is important to seek help as soon as possible if you think you might be depressed. So if you start seeing such symptoms that I just mentioned now, that is when you have to seek help to the to doctors. But your father carrying knife chasing you might be some other part of mental health illnesses that I'm going to research and come on board with that. But this postnatal depression talks about women who are just giving birth, or whom their children die in their womb, or whom have miscarriages. You understand? So maybe fathers too who have seen their wife lost their children in miscarriage might have that same trauma, and they might have such kind of depression too. But that one that your father is chasing you, carrying knife to hit you, is another part of mental health illness that I'm going to research and come up with that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kola, for contributing.
I have seen a movie that they acted like this. So the lady lost her baby. You understand?
Yeah.
Her baby after giving birth to the child. So every day the lady bought a teddy bear and was now calling her that baby. You understand?
Yeah.
So it was a trauma in the house. It was a problem in the house. So she even went to go and buy a monkey and be calling her the name of she's supposed to give to that baby.
Oh dear.
So there's a movie that explains this.
You see?
There's a movie I've seen. So thank you for the topic, and I just the topic just made me to remember. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you. I appreciate.
Thank you. Okay. All right.
Okay. Can I let me just use some moment to read out some of the messages I'm seeing here. Bez is described. Oh, Bez. Okay, happened to you. See, Bez says it happens to her when she gave birth. She started behaving strange. You see, you could notice it on your own, and then she searched up about it, and she now found out that it was postnatal depression. Bez, when you found out that it was postnatal depression, what did you do? Please, if you can hear me, you can give your comment, or you call me and tell us so that we can share your own experience. And when you were passing through that, how the people around you feel about it? What is your experience? If you don't mind, you can share with us. Because at least somebody who has passed through it and who has researched about it, at least is it will be in a position to let other people know. Because they said he that has passed through a road will know how to describe it to others. So Bez has passed through it. She said when she gave birth, she started behaving strange. She now noticed it on her own that is behaving strange. So she now searched up, what is wrong? What is really wrong with me? Why am I behaving this? And she now found out that she is passing through postnatal depression. Please, Bez, if you can, I would like to hear more from you to know what happened and how did you come out of it. So you have seen, my people, that there is something called postnatal depression. Rampam is here. Rampam, welcome on board. Thank you for coming. Please, if you're coming in, can you give me thumbs up, please? Thank you for coming. Thank you, Katerina, for coming. Katrina said, that is true, Kola. I have watched it too. Oh, you have watched the film too about postnatal depression. Yes, we need to create more awareness to African communities, mostly African communities, because so many African communities do not recognize what postnatal depression is. In fact, they do not even recognize what mental health illness is all about. So many people who suffer from any form of mental health illness is being attributed to something fetish. Either the person is a witch or something. So it is good for us to create the awareness within African community and also Asian community too. I have another caller coming in. Can I pick it so that you hear the person's opinion? Bez is calling. Hello.
Hello, host. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I want this is your topic.
Thank you.
I'm calling from London.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you very much for jumping on board.
This your topic is very nice, postnatal depression. But unfortunately, Africans are not aware about this disease. You know, so it would be really nice if there would be somebody who could be able to, to create the awareness in Africa, because it will be of good help to everybody. Presently in Africa, they believe so much in fetish things. when a woman gives birth, or when a woman had miscarriage, or when a woman is breastfeeding and she's going through this postnatal depression, they name it something else. You know, it's either they will say she's a witch, or they will say she's a banje, or they will say it's somebody who has done it, or they will say the person has bad luck. They will name it something very different. And instead of them to go for counseling, instead of them to give her advice, or maybe give her medication, or maybe take her for treatment, they'll be taking her to church, giving her holy water, giving her all sort of rubbish things that the person does not deserve. Even by doing that, you can be able to incur another sickness, upon the sickness that you're already going through. So I like this your topic, and I just hope people in Africa will watch this video, because it will be of good use there. Thank you for bringing out the topic, host.
Thank you very much. Thank you. For the purpose of my client group that I'm dealing with, I'm going to change my English now, because we are not English people. I'm going to speak the language that we Africans understand very well, so that everybody can participate. One thing we really talk about now about postnatal depression. Postnatal depression now big grammar way Oyibo carry name one of mental health illness where people they pass through. So now this illness now postnatal they call am, and that call they come after. I will talk am again for pidgin language. Hello. Hello, caller, can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, yeah. Hello. Thank you. My name is Bridget.
Oh, hello, Bridget. Welcome on board. Thank you for coming on board. Please, if you're here, can you give me thumbs up, please?
Hello. I'm so happy about the topic you came up today. It's quite interesting.
Thank you.
Especially the topic, postnatal depression. I'm very, very glad when I saw the topic. Especially in Africa, just like the last caller said, if this kind of topic can reach out to our fellow sisters in Africa, if they can create awareness for them to know, for them to enlighten them, for them to educate them more about depression, especially about this postnatal depression, because a lot of our sisters out there are really, really dying in coma, die in silence regarding this. But there's nobody to wake up, to come out boldly and educate them, to let them know that this is what is going on. So in my own opinion, it will be very, very good if they can create it to reach out to our sister back in Africa, for them to know. People in UK, they are already aware, and most of them get help because of the medical issue here. But back in Africa, they are still not aware of it. If the message can reach out to them, if we can get somebody to create the awareness for them, to educate them, to enlighten them, bring them together and give them that favor and that assistance of help, that would be very nice. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. As I say, postnatal depression, we could talk for the grammar way we understand, because now our African brothers and sisters, now we won't make them benefit. We not be Oyibo people. So now our African brothers and sisters, that won't make it benefit. So we not be Oyibo where they speak grammar. We could talk our own language and not say broken language, not be our main language past other languages. So postnatal depression na depression where they worry person wey just born pikin. E go make am dey feel very low in mood. Another caller dey come in. Let's pick the caller before I continue. Hello caller, where are you calling from, please?
Hello, my name is Christiana. I'm calling from Edinburgh.
Oh, thank you. Edinburgh. It's cold today. I live in Edinburgh too. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for this interesting topic.
Thank you.
To us living in the Western world, it's no more new to us. But when you say postnatal disorder or mental health, there people in Africa see it as a big grammar. They will be listening that, what is this woman talking about? Because actually, before I came to Europe, I never knew what postnatal disorder is.
When I gave birth to my second child, I was given a questionnaire. After I feed it, my midwife said, "Oh, Christiana, you need help." Before I know it, they sent me help. I was sent to my doctor. People came to question me, to talk to me, to give me help. With childcare, with extra activities, just to see that I get help. Now, we are talking about the African community. The African community, we think the best solution is to go and meet my pastor. If my pastor pray for me, I will be well. Or maybe the witches around is the one troubling me. Maybe my mother-in-law don't love me. After I get birth, I don't know what is going on with me. Should I go to the mosque? After will pray for me. It is the government of the day that should create an awareness about this topic. If they don't do it, the women there will never know that there's something called, like you just said, the video you watched, a woman who wanted to kill the child, to strangle the child, and they said, kill her, kill her, kill her. If they knew what she was going through, she should have gotten help, and that problem would be solved. You know, a lot of people have died through this simple thing that can be cured. But because Africa will still live in the dark age, we still believe in fetishness. We still believe that if we don't fast and pray, things like that will not be cured. Since I came here, I've never seen the white person fasting and praying over anything. If you are sick, they give you treatment. If you need it, they advise you. If you need food, they give you food. Sometimes they even reaching out to give somebody food enough and even cure the person of that stress. A lot of things can cause it. Please, I'm so happy that this program is going on, so that people back home will know that something like this is happening and they'll be able to get help from the right source. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. You've heard from the caller. Thank you very much. Now, for the interest of our people, postnatal depression na symptom wey woman dey see when e born pikin. The woman feel down. You go feel dey cry, or you feel dey anxious in the first few weeks after birth. That first few weeks after birth, okay, birth is called. A number is calling me now. Hello. Hello.
Hi, bold minds.
Oh, hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Thank you.
Oh, finally I got through. I've been trying so hard, but it was not easy for me to get through. Thank you so much for the topic. I really appreciate.
Thank you. Where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from Italy. This is Bells and Joels.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Thank you for coming on board. Thank you.
Okay, I already watched your video about this, and I was really feeling so sorry for the lady, because I know already about the topic. Because when I had my first baby, I caught myself.
Oh dear.
And thank God I caught myself, you know. I was getting easily irritated. I would be angry at the slightest provocation, but because I like searching a lot, so I went to the internet and found out, why am I behaving like this? Because normally I'm not like this, so what is the reason? So I checked, so there's something called postnatal depression. So it could be that I'm suffering from this thing. So, I was just new in Italy, just me and my husband in the house, but I'm getting angry all the time. I did not go out to find help. I just followed those steps that you can help you by yourself without going outside. Since it was anger and there are small little things, I tried by all means to, before talking, I will try to calm myself down, not to talk, or rather walk out of the situation, relax more, you understand me? And I even had to explain to my husband so that he will know that there's something like this. Exactly. Because at first he did not know what is it, they were fighting a lot. So after I've read, so look, it could be this is what is the problem in the house. So when he now understood, it could be something like this. So we now try to work hand in hand to beat the situation on ground, which anyway I would not even advise to people to do like that, because in some cases it can be more dangerous. So then you have to go out and seek help from outside. That is just what I would suggest. Then when I gave birth to my baby, the girl, I started seeing things. It would be like somebody is getting in to steal the baby. Someone, even like the lady at night is coming to steal the baby from me. Oh, I understood, is that thing again. So we were always alert. And that time I started to go out to the clinic and talk to the few nurses. I see this and that. They talked to me. That was just how I handled this thing. So now what I normally do, if even in church, if I come across a young couple or even old couple that just had a baby, I'll always talk to the husband. Look, there's something like this. If your wife is snapping at you, don't be too harsh on her. You have to be patient with her, because she could be going through this situation, all those things. So I just try to make sure in my own little way, this is what we do. I noticed when I gave birth to my last child, in the clinic now, they gave us a form. They never did this before. We never received this form before. So they gave us a form, you fill this questionnaire, and now I asked what was happening. So they said, no, they will check on your score list. Depending on how much you have scored now, they'll now refer you to psychiatrists and whoever, so that you can get more help. So another thing is most of our people here in Europe, they don't even want to come out, because they fear that if these people, they will not want to fill that questionnaire. If these people find out that I'm behaving in a certain way, they will want to carry my child, which is it's not so. They actually do that. They're doing that to help you. And another thing is our husbands or our sister-in-law or the just African community is expecting so much of a person that just gave birth to be strong. You are a strong woman. You are supposed to act in a particular way, which is not supposed to be. We react differently to different situations. And this one is something that you cannot control over. Okay, I can say I was lucky. I'm saying that I treated. It's by lucky. It's not everybody can treat it that way. We just have to create more awareness, especially to men, because men, they also expect a whole lot from us. And we have to come out and ask for help. That's just my contribution. Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much, Kola. Thank you very much. Because it is good. If the first class experience is just the best way of teaching people and best way of creating awareness. You can even see the caller have said that even in Europe here, that we, the women, need to speak out. So many of us in Europe here, in the black community, when such things are happening, for the fear of Oyibo not taking our children, I want to speak in the language all of us understand. For the fear, I say we don't want to make Oyibo carry our pikin, we're going to hide them. We're going to hide, say we they get sickness. Oyibo no go carry your pikin. That thing, Oyibo knows in a postnatal depression where you be. Then go give you help. Another caller they call in. Hello.
Yes, hello, greetings to you.
Thank you for calling.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you for calling.
Okay. Yes, I really appreciate this topic because this is one of the topics that is not mostly spoken about, especially in our African community. That's the truth. Actually, I've gone through this after I had my first child. While we were at the hospital, I was all happy, my husband, we were all happy to welcome our new baby boy. But then I found myself like days after my delivery, like my life just changed, the circles, everything that has to do with me is as if like there is a turnaround. The time that I would like to sleep, I cannot sleep again. I have to be awake almost all the night breastfeeding this child. And like then, my boy, he was like a crying baby. There is nothing that I could do that would make him to calm down. So I found myself becoming more sad instead of happiness. Instead of being happy, I just became very, very sad and upset. In fact, it got to a point that my husband was not even aware of what I started feeling and how I started, reacting to my baby. I started feeling like I'm hating this baby, like he has just changed my life. But sometimes I would just ask myself, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling I'm supposed to be happy? And sometimes I'll just see myself crying and crying. I don't even understand. I'll just start crying. I don't even feel like carrying my baby. Sometimes if he's crying, I'll just be like, I will ignore him as much as I could, especially if my husband was not there. And I was doing this possibly to like, if my husband was around, I would hide it as much as I could so that he would not find out. So I couldn't understand. I was like, but I'm supposed to be happy. Why am I feeling this way? And after a while, I started making researches on my own, and then I discovered about this postnatal or postpartum depression. That was when I understood what I was actually going through. So I think that we need to kind of like talk more about it. Some women, they might not even have any reason to start feeling sad or to just start feeling not being happy anymore, or not trying to do anything that they usually do before. Sometimes it just comes on its own. It just happens, and you won't even understand what is going on. So I think we really have to speak more about it. And it's not only women that needs to be aware of this. Men should also be exposed to this knowledge, because if the men can be aware of this, they will be able to even help their wives when they notice strange behaviors. They can be able to be there, either to seek help or try to take the woman to have like a counseling to make sure that she comes out of it. Because some men, if they don't know, they might not know what is actually happening or how to help their wives. So I really appreciate you for this topic, and I wish and I pray that it gets to as many as possible, so that other women can also learn from it, and other men can also be able to be there for their wives, and other people will not term the lady like maybe she's going crazy or she's crazy or she's a witch or something like that. They should just know that it could be part of changes in life, that we just need to have that help and have someone to be there to like help us through it, to get through those moments. So that's just my own contribution. Thank you so much for this wonderful topic.
Thank you very much for calling. Thank you very much. All you've just said is very, very beneficial. You see, there's a comment here. Venus said, when my wife went through it, I didn't know what was happening. So men should be fully aware. Yes, they're supposed to teach men too. As we create awareness for women to know, we also need to create awareness for men to know too. Excuse me. Because so many of these women are under the men. So many of them, like the two callers who just call now, they feel get help on their own because they feel research. But so many women don't feel research. Now their husband will begin shout for help. Another caller, they come in. Let's hear the caller's opinion. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello. Hello, where are you calling from, please? Welcome to my LS. I can hear you. Continue.
Okay, my name is Zucha. I'm calling from India.
Oh, guys, that's good. Welcome. How is India?
Yeah, India is great.
Oh, that's good. Thank you. Welcome to the topic.
All right, I love this program that you're discussing about, because I feel India is fine.
Go on, we can hear you.
All right, I believe this is the major problem we Africans are facing, because of in most cases it results to jungle justice, whereby they will say this person is a witch. Like the video you say you saw on Facebook, I also went through that video and I noticed many people were calling the lady that she's a witch, But with such programs like this, I don't think anybody that is aware of such illness will call that woman a witch. So I love the program, and I wish you should come up with more topics, because there are so many things that need to be taught to Africa, especially Black Africans, because that is where you usually get this jungle justice. They can strip somebody naked over little things, or they can set the person ablaze. So I believe with programs like this, Africa will be a better place in the next future.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you. You see, so many people are pointing to educating the men. Yes. Why in the point made them educate the men too? Because now the women, they pass through and more than the men. So when a woman don't born pikin or get miscarriage, begin they get low mood, begin they cry or they anxious. Some people, they call them baby blues. Baby blues, they only last for 1 or 2 weeks. If it pass 1 or 2 weeks, it continue, it's no longer a baby blues, na sickness. Don't turn to postnatal depression. So now, if you don't turn to postnatal depression, the woman will dey anxious, she go dey cry, she go hate herself, she no go fit eat. Some people self, they lose weight, some they even add weight. When all these signs begin to happen, the husband suppose know say, my wife is sick, she no be witch, she no dey mad, you need to seek help. You begin help her, because so many of them, they on this thing, they no fit help themselves. Symptoms they different by different. Like the two callers now, we call us now, they say when it happen to them, they make research, they now find out say there's something called postnatal depression. So they fit educate their husband. Some of them go hospital, can't get counseling. I think you see am. But so many people to where they pass through no go know what they worry them. They go feel say their own don't finish. Some on their own go feel say, yes, something is wrong with me, I know well. Some go even say I don't dey kolo. So our husbands, their husbands, our brothers, our sisters, our neighbors, where they close by, supposed to know these things. So they will feel take care of them. I can see one comment here. Let me read that comment. That comment, the person, I think now, Venom, they talk say, Venom be like saying a man. Venom be like saying a man, because in the reflection, when his wife, they pass through this thing, him no say na postnatal depression until he know. So men need to be educated too. Thank you, Venom. As him know, he now take care of his wife to make his wife come out from this problem where he did. You see, he say, Venom say my wife used to cry all the time. You see, so that crying, one person if you not carry all the symptoms, if you carry only one, and that one will escalate to something else. So you must not wait. We not go wait, make the one person carry crying, carry lost weight or add weight, or carry agitation, or carry sleepless night, or carry hatred. Even if now one sign where you see where this person where born pikin they pass through, I beg, no quick run to see how we go take help am. I beg now they call me, man, they put my thumbs up, oh. My thumbs up. Another caller they call me, make we hear her own opinion. Hello caller, where are you calling from? Hello?
My name is Bridget. I'm calling for the second time.
Oh, thank you for calling.
The first time that I spoke about postnatal depression. But now I'm going to talk about depression generally. Depression generally, I just observe. I'm going to speak just regarding depression. Sorry to say that.
Okay.
Because it's something that is bothering my mind. And I come to realize that there is a woman I know, happened to be my friend. But when she came to have depression, she disassociates herself from all the friends. She takes herself off every friend she had. Everybody became her enemy. When you call her on phone, she will not answer your phone. She put her phone in silent. She disconnect her phone with everybody. It's very difficult to get her until I now realized that she was passing through depression. And why? Because she have a child and the husband happened to win the child from her. So she was thinking about that. and then she was like, she's out of the war already, and she feel that she's lonely, and she feel that she's so disappointed, and she feel that everything is gone out of her life. But through counseling, I happened to connect her with one of the church pastors who stood by her and begin to give her counseling. If I didn't know and I didn't ask to know why she's doing all that, I will never know she's going through depression. So I will just like encourage our fellow sisters. If you are calling a friend that you've not been seeing for a very long time, try to know the reason why that friend is trying to avoid you, trying to know why that friend is trying to stop coming towards you, because you don't know what the sister is going through. Because the sister happened to, I discovered through that the sister is going through depression. I had to connect her to help. For that, she got herself back and she stand up to her feet now. So I believe that depression is a great experience. It's very, very challenging. It's a bad experience that anyone could go through.
Thank you very much, caller, for this wonderful contribution. Thank you very much. I can see, let me read out some of the comments here. Belle said that in the clinic these days that they have sections for new moms. Maybe in the country where she is, they have section for new moms. And the most funny thing is that she has noticed that our Africans don't go there. It is the only Oyibos. What we call Oyibos is white men, white women that goes there. Please, my brothers and my sisters, we Africans, we need them. We don't believe say we dey sick, but we dey sick. If you sick postnatal depression, no be bad thing. Na illness. Make we seek for help. And please, can you share this topic out so that people will know what in postnatal depression go feel know. Make we help our sisters, make we help our brothers. Make we help them so that everybody go know what postnatal depression is all about and make them fit seek for help. So please, if you're in my LS, please can you share it out to friends, to families, to spread the news, because there is no other way for us to do this than to spread the news. We go share them, make people they hear them, because so many people really don't know what postnatal depression is. I'm happy that this topic come out now, make all of us talk about them. And they're happy say for the comment section, many people say they don't even know what it be until some of them make research. Even some men now don't know what postnatal depression is. So make you please share them out. Make people who don't know what it be know. Say postnatal depression, no be madness, no be witch. And again, the last caller that they talk about depression in general. There are so many signs of depression which I'm not gonna like to explore now because it is very, very plenty. If we want to go into depression, we'll take the whole of our day today. So I wouldn't want to go into it. We'll take time to talk about that. We need to educate our brothers and our sisters. More especially, we don't come Europe country, we don't come outside the country, don't know what in postnatal depression day now. I beg. Moku share them, Moku share them, Moku educate people. Because one of the questions why I ask now is how will we tell people in Africa, how will they change their mindset? Make them for know what in this thing be. Now by seminars, now by talking. So if we never get chance to go make seminars to tell people, now that we can, Moku share them. Share in our Facebook, share in our Twitter, share in our YouTube, share. Anyhow we will take do them. Make you reach everybody. Make them for know. So that women no go die for nothing where they no know. Maybe they go kill them through jungle justice, or they go crucify them, say they been witch, or they go take their children out from them. Some of them say their husband people, they push them away. The time they will need help, they will push them away. They will go live on their own, distressed on their own. They will take their children away from them. You go combine the problem again for the woman. By the time you know, the thing don't get worse. Just like somebody will get HIV. Now, HIV medicine day. If you need to take the HIV medicine, what you go do? You go deteriorate until you go enter AIDS. But if you have HIV, they take the medication, you no go escalate to enter AIDS. As long as you're taking your medication, as long as you're eating healthy and you're maintaining yourself, you don't go to contract another part of HIV to join to your HIV. You go live normal life like person where they live normal life. So now, if person get postnatal depression, we no come assist the person, we leave the person go deteriorate, e go get worse. And when e get worse, e go lead to something else. Either the person go die or the person go kill another person. So we need to share this video out to let other people know really that there is something called postnatal depression, will be one part of mental health disorder. Bell said, host, on the description box of that video, you didn't make sure you link this LS too. It will go a long way. Okay, I will try to link it. I'll try to link it because that video was very short video. Many people were sending me that video on my WhatsApp. They were telling me to talk about it. That was why I just went and talked and spoke about it just little. So I will link this. Thank you for your suggestion. Let people know that postnatal depression is real. Postnatal depression is real. It is an illness that can affect new mothers. And there's difference between postnatal depression and baby blues. Baby blues only lasts for only 1 or 2 weeks. But postnatal depression can continue or even can start after 1 year of giving birth. So if you get baby blues the first time when you give birth, they cry. After 1 week, you continue. You feel agitated. You feel low mood. It still continue after 1 week. It is going to postnatal depression. That is, you need help. You need help. You need help. And please, our brothers and our sisters, everybody should reach out to anybody who is passing through this. The person is not mad. It is not a witch. Before I will finish, we have new people on my LS. Please, you can make new friends. You can connect with new friends. Make new friends so that when we are on board again, we can meet again, make new friends, connect with new friends, but do it in a genuine way. Do it in a genuine way. So, my dear, if you have known, at least this short video have shown us what postnatal depression is all about. We have known, and please again, we should try to help our brothers and our sisters to create awareness, to tell people, so that when you see somebody who is down in health, the person should seek for help. Just as we seek for help when we are sick when we have malaria, when we have typhoid, when we have diabetes, when we have cancer. That's exactly how people who pass through postnatal depression needs help too. They need help from us. Because our people, they talk, say, person where they inside hole. Now, when the person lifts in hand or person where they for ground, go bring them up. So we, where they for up, we need to pass through postnatal depression. When we see our sister or our brother, if you be brother or you be neighbor, you see some woman where they pass through that, I beg, make una help them. Some people feel no go make research as other people where they educated feel make research. I bet make una help am, make una tell the husband wetin that thing mean. So we go try to create awareness. I bet make una share this video so that people wey no know go know wetin postnatal depression be, so that we go fit help our people. Make women no die for nothing. Make they no kill them for jungle justice. And don't know that woman where I see for Facebook. I don't know her whereabout now. I don't know what don't happen to her. But I drop my number, say in case person wey know am, may they give the woman my number. The woman need help. I get some psychiatric doctors in Nigeria because that thing happen in Nigeria. I get some psychiatric doctors where I don't contact. Tell them, say, in case I refer somebody to RAM, may them please attend to the person which they have agreed. So please, if you know the woman too, I'm interested to know about her, to know how she has gone. I beg, my number is on my description box. May them call me. I am willing to help, both in counseling and otherwise. So we need to be our sister's keeper. We need to be our friend's keeper. And I thank all of you for all the contributions we wanna make. It was a lovely discussion and a lovely topic. So no, una not leave me, make only me talk, kill myself. All of una make very good contribution with personal experiences. And people will not know, at least today, don't learn. So let all of us share the good news. Okay, Christina said moral support and take them to the clinic. Explains they will know what to do there. Yes, we need moral support to take them to the clinic also. If you take them to the clinic, the doctors will check them and know what is going on and know if they will be placed on medication or counseling. So we need help. We need to take them out. That's why I said I'm here. If anybody is passing through postnatal depression, I have a medical doctor who is a psychiatric doctor in Nigeria whom I have contacted, and he agreed to do that. So my brothers and sisters, before then, I will have another good topic that we're going to do next week. So before then, I would like all of you, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and press the notification button so that when another video is being uploaded, you can see it, so that we can help everybody that we can. So I would like to say goodbye to my friends for today. But please, if you have not connected with new friends, you can do that. Please share your love with one another. Thank you for coming on board. Until we meet again. Bye bye and God bless.